How many stars do you think it'll take to win this one?
I'm going with 14 stars on this one for the win. And MCS has shown they can do it, but can Nova do it to try and take it away? Garrix is going to have to show a 3-star if there is hope for that, coming in with the Zap Quake Lalo here.
Yeah, Garrix is coming in off his hot 3-star from yesterday. He came in with the Mash Dragons, and he's still going with the air. He's going to win with the Zap Lalo. Notice this is a multi-target Inferno, so the World Champion is getting some incredible value, getting through it. Does pull the ground skeleton, but not able to grab the Inferno Tower, which he still is trying to set up this charge. And notice all the openings in the wall, including the one that's leading towards that Town Hall.
Yeah, that's going to be a nice passage here for the Queen to work her way through. Ice Golem to do the tanking, but we need to see him walk back in, which the loons set in place actually do help get that push here. It's unfortunate to see that we didn't get the multi-targeting Inferno, so this is going to have to be a little bit of an adjustment coming in from the start, but I doubt it's going to be too much of a factor for Garrix, who is a pro at this.
Yeah, we're seeing double skeleton traps right near the Town Hall, but the King and his ability to help clear that and the Town Hall. Queen should be able to take it down. Down it goes. Now with Queen ability, she's going to grab this Air Expo. She's continuing into the core of this base with the Lalo coming in from the right side. But notice the enemy Queen is still standing, even the enemy World Champion. He's going to have to try to find a way to grab them both, but get ready for the Grand Warden. Turtle Toe pops it, and he clips both of the Headhunters.
Ooh, gets those Headhunters in there. That's going to be critical with the Queen there in the core of the base. Gets that connect. Warden continuing to support. The King still alive, but that Queen just got nailed down. And we've got everything converging through here to the Eagle with the Freeze holding it all off.
Wow, the Headhunters went from the Royal Champion straight to the Queen. Luckily, did not go to that defending King and was able to take her down. And there are so many balloons left here. Gonna take down Remio to kick it off for the 3-star here in the war.
Yeah, solid start here for Garrix. I mean, this is what we would expect from him. We've seen a phenomenal showing with his performance throughout the various World Championship qualifiers. And this is Nova's 5th time around, so I feel like they're seasoned pros coming at this. They just need to find that one shot now, though. But the question is it going to be against MCES? A slight opening in MCES's match against MKMA, so I guess anything can happen.
Absolutely, and Nova Esports are looking to get that golden ticket. They've been in many qualifiers, but this is the first one MCS is in this year, even though they did participate and came in 2nd place in last year's World Championship. But now we have Sinti. He is going back to the ground, what he loves the best, coming in with the Zap Hogs, because last war, he went in with the Drag Bat, which only got the 93% 2-star, and it completely went away from his ground attacks usually.
Yeah, I think he's looking to correct that mistake, come back to his roots, to what he does best. I've never seen him not do a hog attack until that last match. It didn't work out, so he needs to see if this is going to be what it takes. Opening up the passage to the Town Hall, the wall wrecker, the safe approach to eliminate it and make that connection in the pathing poured out here from where he placed that Zap Quake. And that Yeti has done some great work helping out, and a nice continuation to support the Queen here with that Ice Golem.
Yeah, this Ice Golem is down. Now the Queen is walking away towards this left side. And some Sneaky Gap is going to help force this Queen in. Luckily did pull that ground skeleton trap right there, which now the Queen can get through the single target Inferno as she walks right by to the left side. But pops that Warden ability earlier, finds a Tornado Trap, which is slowing down these Hogs, slowing down the momentum into this scatter shot. And he's forced to use one of these heals, and he's got 1 freeze left, but the King is up top tanking a little bit.
Yeah, the King's going to do some epic work along the outside edge, one of your tankiest items to bring along. And he helps keep the momentum, the path set, working around that outer edge. That heal goes down, freeze in on the scatter shot, so the Royal Champion can take it out.
What?
And this leaves such safe passage through for Synth to come back around and pick up the 3-star here.
talking about the perfect freeze opportunity, and it was right there, the freezy scatter shot, so the Royal Champion can take down the defending Royal Champion, and then the next shot take down the scatter shot there as well, which was huge because these Hogs would have been hit by that scatter shot as they moved right on by, and it could have been a completely different story. But now Cynthia does come in with the answer that MCES needed for the 3-star. What an attack here coming in with the Hogs. Banks, we've got ourselves a war.
2 triples on the board for 2 monster clans. We are looking for a great grudge match here today. They're going to be facing off for the 2nd time, and this was last year's World Finals. I'm just so excited to see what they bring to the table, and if any single player from these clans slips up, it just could be curtains for that one, Lady B.
Yeah, there's no room for error in these types of matches, and I think it was a smart move for Synth to go back to his roots. But React coming in now, React's done some phenomenal work for Nova Esports as well, picking up that 3-star with the Queen charge Lalo yesterday, and again, coming back to what he knows best and bringing that through for us. But we need to see the single go down for the safe passage for the Queen to move in, the Royal Champion doing her job there.
Yeah, the Royal Champion did get some value, but the Eagle Artillery is going to stay up here. But the Queen, she can grab that. She can be able to... The biggest thing he wanted down was that single target Inferno, so did not take the Queen down through her charge as she walked by. And then he's going to be able to continue into this Lalo. But the issue here is I think he's got to wait until this Eagle goes down before he drops this. Oh, is it going to open up the middle of the wall? That's my only issue. If it does, this Queen's going to get the value. Well, it does. So now the Queen can get to the scatter shot all the way in the middle.
Wow, this is a nice way to start off a Lalo raid here. Queen charging her way through into the court, shaping it up so you have very limited spread out for your loons. This means he's going to get great value out of his rages, out of those hastes. And this Queen is looking to stand quite some time, but she's got to get through this clan castle first.
Yeah. We are seeing that defending Inferno Dragon. We haven't seen too much of it here in the qualifiers, only just in a few attacks, and it's only been used on the defensive side. But now the Queen should be able to get through it. The Poison Cell slowing down a lot, but now he's going to be able to charge with the Hound and the Lalo from the left side, and he still has a Stone Slammer to make his way towards that Town Hall.
Yeah, calm, cool, and collected as he works the Queen through, starts off the Lalo section here, and this is where you really see the shape up of the base. Nice supportive action coming in from the Stone Slammer from that 12 o'clock side here. Freezes up the Town Hall to keep, and the scatter shot to keep these loons safe from that nasty impact, and the Rage is just gonna force everything in here. Warden ability needed.
Wow.
Oh, to get this one finishing up. Queen still has her ability down here at the bottom, but we're only at 44 seconds. He's got to use these loons strategically in some of the cleanup to get things going.
Absolutely. He needs to take down this Archer Tower down south, but the thing is time. He needs to clean this all up. He does have the minions around, drops them onto the Archer Tower down south to help force these balloons to start cleaning up on the top side. The minions are down. He still has another haste and a loon for cleanup, and it's going to come down to using it. Pops that Queen ability. He's trying to find the perfect opportunity to drop that balloon, sends it in up top, and he gets it down 97, 98, 99, and we've got an answer from Reactive Nova Esports coming in with another 3-star here in the elimination match.
They are not going down without a fight in this match. I don't know. MCES is really going to have to keep the pressure on here to try and get it done. This entire weekend has been anyone's war. We've seen that through and through, but this one last shot here in this deciding match for the golden ticket. Can Remy, I call him Remy OP, get the job done, keep the pressure applied to Nova with the Zapquake Lalo?
Yeah, Remio coming in with 2 triples already here in the qualifiers with the Zap Lalo, and doing it yet again, sticking to the attack that he loves, trying to get this value. RC burns her ability, takes down the scatter shot, and now she's going to be able to grab the Wizard Tower. She's continuing down to grab potentially the Archer Tower. Is she going to continue to get that? Look at this value. Now he's going to send the heroes into this Town Hall, and we're seeing another one of these wall wreckers for the Town Hall and set out the Eagles on the top side.
This is a big opener, eliminating a lot of damage. Eagle goes down, Town Hall goes down, Scattershot down, Clan Castle down. All we're really talking about to worry about is a scatter on the back end, but he's not made that connection here. Eagle's still up, we have a Town Hall down, but I think he's got a lot to help support this. That Warden ability is going to be key, but keeping that free spell for the back end, for the Scattershot, is going to have to happen here.
Yeah, he's flying straight into the Eagle, which is a beautiful thing, so he can keep that momentum through. But get ready, here comes the Headhunters. The Grand War Eternal Tome is going to protect him to take down this enemy queen. And there it is, perfectly placed right there. Watch out, there's probably going to be a ton of red air bombs here by this multi-target Inferno, but it doesn't matter. Through the Warden ability, there's a Scattershot on the back end, uses the freeze, and this is going to be the 3-star for MCES, the answer. And they're going back and forth, trading triples. Remio coming in, he's already gotten those 2 triples, putting up another one, staying perfect here in the qualifiers, which is what MCES needs to be getting done here.
They make this look like a cakewalk coming through. The back-end defenses that remained here, he knew weren't going to be an issue for him. That single targeting Inferno, not dealing enough damage against the pack of loons that work through. It doesn't have the time to heat up and roast them all. That Archer Tower, not enough against. He's got like 20 loons left over. So Remio knew there was smooth sailing for this. Once he got safely past that queen into that Scattershot chamber, he knew it was down for the count for this one, and he could keep pushing MCES along. But we still need to see if Nova can keep that pressure on here now, Banks.
Exactly. Nova Esports, keep applying the pressure, keep putting the thumb down, and just MCES keep answering back every single time. It's a proper ping pong match right now. It's 100, it's a triple. We're going to have to see, well, who's going to slip up? Are we going to come down to like a time race? Is it going to be about who did their attacks quicker? I mean, I don't know at this stage, Carbon.
Yeah, we don't know. Lady B, you did say that you thought that the winner's going to have to put up 14 stars. Well, that might even not be enough at the rate that they're going right now, because Thomas is coming in with the Zap Lalo as well. And Thomas started off yesterday. He went in with the Zap Witches, so he's switching it up to the air attack, trying to help take down this clan castle in the middle of the base. Does damage his Eagle, but this Royal Champion, hang on, is she going to be able to grab this value if he sends it over there?
We're going to have to see. We've got the King to do the tanking here. Royal Champion coming in from the side. The Giant is the big tank factor for her, just to edge it out so she can pick up what's needed here. But look at this opening for the King. King working his way through. The Queen's going to support behind. Get out the Scattershot here. That Royal Champion is going the distance for him for a beautiful opener. I like that Tomas has switched over on strategies this time around.
Yeah, the big thing, though, is this Queen went away from that Scattershot, which is going to be huge. Oh, the Scattershot's going to probably take this Queen down. Oh, the Archers were the ones that locked onto it. But now here comes the Lalo from the bottom side of the base. He's going to have to push his way into the Town Hall. But the issue here, he's going to have to face these sweepers. Does decide to use that blimp for the Town Hall. Does have to use that free spell. Warden's moving around. Does have the ability. And he pops it through the Eagle shots to protect them all. But the scatter on the top side is going to cause so many issues.
That scatter's going to cause issues. The air sweeper's pushing everything back, and we didn't see a split on the loons to actually switch across with a few working in. But either way, with the Queen not getting what was needed there, this really struggles to stand any chance at this point. And yeah, with no more freezes left over, last one going down, I'm afraid I spoke too soon at the beginning of this raid for the Queen value.
Yeah, unfortunately with that scatter, and look at all the traps that were in the middle of the space. And notice there's a bunch of storages. Why does he have storages all the way in the middle? Well, a lot of times for hybrid attacks, it stalls the miners up so much, can mess them up. So most likely you wouldn't see a hybrid attack on the base, which then you can start to plan and put traps elsewhere and kind of predict what your opponent is going to come in with. And in this case, he did come in with the Zap Lalo, did take out that clan castle, but he was ready for it. And unfortunately, that Queen didn't get the value he wanted and just fell short because those sweepers both did so much work.
Yeah, those sweepers pushing back, a combination of many factors. And this is where you really see how important it is to get that value from your hero openers. When you want that supportive action, when you want to eliminate certain heavy hitting defenses, that's where you see how it can hammer down on the rest of your raid throughout.
Absolutely, and it's going to come down to now MCS. Can they keep the 3-star train rolling? And now we have Arium, who did come in with the Zaplalo, looking to do it again. He did 3-star yesterday, starts it off with the Lightning and Earthquakes, and look at this, he does have one more Lightning, and he's not using it. Well, because the Clan Castle is still standing, so he's potentially going to save this for the Headhunters that may come out of the CC as for defending the space. World Champion, she's getting some incredible value here. Should be able to skip onto the single target Inferno. Remember, the biggest things we have to look for are those sweepers that are pointing to try to push those balloons back.
Yeah, we'll see if he's able to work his way in here, get through. It's the wall record to lead the passage, which gives the queen what she needs. Once she gets stepped up to the plate inside there, she can potentially take out that air sweeper so he can get his push coming in from the right behind that second air sweeper there, which is going to be key. But we have to contend with the Clan Castle first, and the queen, who's not taking on damage due to the assist of the king here, is in a good position.
Yes, I would say pop that King of Bill. Oh, the Queen is just out of range of the Town Hall. And that is luckily, so the Queen's not taking any damage from the Town Hall. These Ice Combs are slowing it down quite a bit, but now she is. But look at this. He did not use that King ability, which means he can use it now to help push his way and keep that momentum into the core. And wait a second, if this King can end up getting through this wall, the Queen can reach that Royal Champion on the backside.
Yeah, did you see he brought in a Vow to help with that push? I think that was super smart. Maybe help to lend to the king not having to use his ability so early. And we'll see if the queen can actually work her way through. But that Ice Golem with some great timing there, holding up the Royal Champ to give the loons a little bit of room, but not enough. The queen we're going to see actually working her way in to take on the other air sweeper.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Royal Champion did not go down to the enemy queen, which forced him to use that Warden ability early with the Headhunters. But the Eagle is still standing. He's pushing his way straight into it. Has one more haste to use. He's pushing his way through the backside. There's so many balloons left. There's not too many defenses. He's going to overwhelm this. And this is going to be another 3-star coming in for MCES. Arium, what a hit.
Arium is just on fire today, as is MCES. They have gone 3 for 3 now, not letting up on the gas pedal here and taking their lead now. This is a commanding position to go up against Nova. Thanks.
They are indeed, and it's a difficult situation because I feel like this Jinx is transferable, because I just said that this could turn into a time race, given that it could be a perfect war, and then Thomas95 2-starred. So I think I have to have some words with you after this, Lady B, because I think the Jinx transferred to me, and I feel bad now. But MCES still piling on the pressure, putting triples up on the board. It's looking really strong for them. Nova really need to pull something out of the bag and hope that MCES fail their next attack, Carbon.
Yeah, we're going to have to see. Nova Esports has nothing other than they have to 3-star here to start to bring it back, because MCS is perfect so far. They've got the star advantage, they've got the percent advantage, and now Nova Esports has to answer with this, and starting it off with the drag bat. We're seeing just the use of the super wall breaker on the left side, which some Teslas did pop. Looks like he wants to charge this King Queen into the section, help set up the funnel for these dragons.
Yeah, looking to pick up some good value by taking out that scatter shot that would sideswipe the dragons, but also helping to narrow out the path. You want a nice straight direct line for those dragons to work through with some damage spread out there. And with the Warden carrying on, we now have the blimp to sail across. He's got a straight line to the Town Hall, and that is exactly what you want to see here. But we still need to pick up some more of that splash damage so the bats have a healthy, safe push through. Oh, that scatter did not go down though, Carbon.
Yeah, that scatter is still standing like you mentioned right there. Unfortunately, the Queen went up to the top side where that single target Inferno was, but does have to send the Royal Champion now into the scatter to help these dragons, because notice in this dragon attack, he did not take any balloons. And I don't think I've ever seen a drag bat without some Coco loons in front of the dragons. But there's the RC, did get the skip off, air defense goes down, and these bats, if they can stay alive with these phrases, can get some incredible value.
Yeah, 5 freezes he brought along to really get this push because he knew he was going to have a good amount of splash on the back end. These wizard towers spread out, having to get them working through. Last freezes coming down. 1 more wizard tower to go, and everything is tanked. These bats have helped support this considerably. Now we do have the Royal Champion to worry about, but it's not going to be too much of a fight as the bats work their way through and swarm her after the last of the defenses are down, though the dragons might just get that done first.
Yeah, there's the freeze on the Royal Champ just to help so he can keep a few of the bats alive. And you never know in terms of time. The Grand Warden pulls that red air bomb. Luckily, it did not go off to those bats, but he's still got a minute left to help clean this up. These bats can clear out all these buildings on the outside, except that, oh, he does find a red air bomb. He needs these dragons to push their way through because they take forever on storages.
I was going to say that was such a nice split from the bats to work their way into the Archer Queen podium in the core. And boom goes the trap and knocks them out. I mean, this is tough because it looked good on time. It still will be good on time. The storage is the biggest worry for the dragons here because they're slow moving. But again, we've got a nice split. And for Matthias, this is what is going to pull in that 3-star for him.
Absolutely great job. Nova Esports needed to get that 3-star right there. So now if MCES just gets the 2-star, it will be all tied up on stars and it will be going into the final hits. But MCES are looking to keep that 3-star train rolling. Can they get yet another one here? Because we're gonna have to see. Probably maybe Kingsman, maybe the next attacker, because I know Tryhard loves to come in at the very end to help close it out for MCES because the pressure is mounting and he's one of the clutch attackers for MCES.
Yeah, and Kingsman, having already pulled in a 3-star in the earlier match using the hybrid, he's coming in and switching it up now with the Super Witch. I mean, we're seeing a lot of players here bringing in the Super Witch action that I can't say I'm accustomed to seeing do that.
Yeah, he's thinking that the lightning with the Super Witches is going to be the right call typically. Where do we see the lightning? Well, like Judo mentioned, we love to see the lightning being used where that Grand Warden is being dropped. And you want to drop that Grand Warden initially, but in this case, it looks like Kingsman is keeping it on the other side because the Warden wants to set up a funnel on the top side. The lightning is setting the funnel on the other side because remember, a funnel is all about 2 parts, the left and right, so you can get your troops to go exactly where you want.
Yeah, and that helps eliminate some of the damage that would be coming in and side-swiping those witches. And it also helps keep a push for the king here as well, so he can work his way down and around and through. And this is all leading so that head-on damage can come in towards those big boys, and the witches can just remain ever so slightly behind there. But we are getting a bit of a split. The majority of these witches looking to work their way through into this town hall, but no jump set yet.
Yeah, unfortunately, the wall breaker was failed there because the town hall was activated and took down those wall breakers, which now he doesn't have all the Super Witches in the middle of the base. He's got a few of them on the outside. They need to loop around, but no, they break the wall to go on the outside there. Now the question is he going to have the momentum to keep it up in the middle?
I've seen these attacks turn around quite a bit. Not sure if this is going to be the case, but he has gotten down a lot of key components here. If that eagle goes down, that's one of the biggest threats. The Royal Champion coming in to help really support by taking on the single targeting Inferno, shaping this up. That multi is not going to be too big of an issue for them, but here come the Hogs, a perfectly strategically placed siege barracks to lend the power of the Hogs working along the outer lying defenses there and help support the Royal Champion. Could be the saving grace Kingsman needs, but we still have the time factor to worry about.
Absolutely, these Hogs are going to provide some nice tanking for this RC as she's going around, and that's the whole point of the Hogs. They're meant to tank for the Royal Champion. You don't have any spells for them because you want her to be protected as she moves around, as these point defenses do lock onto them. But this Queen, she took down that Expo there, still has the RC ability. Now the biggest issue is time here, Lady B.
Yeah, time is ticking, but the Royal Champ has that Seeking Shield intact, knowing that he just needs to take down 4 structures with it. Gets a good hit on it, but we still have the Wizard Tower and the Tesla to worry about. Royal Champion looking to do everything she can. Can the storage go down, Carbon?
4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and the Queen gets it down. Kingsman comes in with the 3-star for MCS to keep the triple train rolling, Banks.
That split second right at the end of that attack has just managed to get them that triple, which may be the difference maker coming towards the end of this war. Managing to keep that pressure on. 100% destruction average, 12 stars after 4 attacks. This is just looking unbelievable, Lady B.
I'm losing words at the performance MCS has come back around with. That was as close as it could possibly be. I'm trying my best not to jinx any of these guys, but they are certainly showing up and performing today. So it is looking like it's that 14-star that could be potentially needed for the win. Maybe even more, dare I say it. So Cuevas has to continue applying pressure here, find if this is the only last saving chance he has, and we're going to see if it's going to be the drag bat to get this one done.
Yeah, Cuevas coming in. He did attack yesterday with the hybrid and only got the 2-star 86%. And now he's switching it up to the air. He's sending the King, and he's going to be able to help funnel this King in towards the scatter shot with a super wall breaker, opening the compartment a little bit more. If this Queen can get towards that Eagle Artillery, that's going to be some insane value. But this Tesla on the left might be a little bit of an issue, but the single targets onto this Queen here.
Ooh, forces that ability. He's got the freezes, but he knows he needs to save those for the bats. It looked like it could have been such a solid opener for that with a lot of epic value for the Queen. So that's going to have to be reserved for the back end of this raid. But the Dragons do have a good push. The only problem is the Eagle raining down on them.
Yeah, unfortunately, that Eagle was probably supposed to be going down from that Queen, and the King did not get what he wanted towards that gold storage, which forced the Queen off to the right. But the Warden does pop the ability, pushing the blimp all the way towards this town hall. We haven't found the tornado trap just yet. It's gonna make it, looks like there it is, finds the Sigier mine, but the rage and the balloons is gonna take this town hall down. Still has a handful of bats still to use here.
Yeah, the bats could come in and really help with this push through. Now, with the Eagle up and those Dragons, they're tanky. They can take on the heat, and they've worked their way through perfectly so far. Royal Champion, though, really needs to try and stay behind these bats ever so slightly so she can help support. He needs to let those freezes do the work. Gets the first freeze down on the scatter shot, one of the biggest damage factors to these bats here. Last one going down, but he's got the Wizard Tower to still worry about.
Wow. He unfortunately used a freeze spell on the scatter shot when the bats got into the dead zone, where the scatter shot would not have been able to hit those bats. Could have saved that freeze spell for the back end Wizard Tower. Could have been a different story there with all those bats alive, but you never know. He's got a few Dragons. This Grand Warden, just 45 seconds, but that one freeze spell cost everything there.
Yeah, it's quick thinking. In those moments, the time, it goes by so fast. You don't realize how quickly you need to adjust to what you thought you were going to do before. It's those tricky freeze spells that really cost you these 3 stars here in how you place them, and more importantly, when you place them. And Cuevas, unfortunately, not making enough of that connection here to take down MCES in this last hit of his. But we still have to see how MCS come through. Perhaps we've got Nova with a solid base up their sleeve that they're saving for last.
Yeah, we're seeing what an incredible performance from MCES, not only on the attacks, but the defensive side as well, holding Nova Esports just to the 13. And you talked about it. We're going to have to see probably a 14-star performance. And that's how MCS just has to get a 2-star to get to 14 stars here in this war against Nova Esports. And we are going to see the closer for MCS kicking off with the Zap Dragons, looking to take down this Eagle Artillery so that he can then set up the Dragons to fly his way in.
And I have not done anything controversial yet, like say, is there going to be a perfect war? But the way they've been going, we are looking solid for MCES. Try hard coming in, zapping out the path here for the heroes to open up, make additional connection. So the dragons have a nice, easy push through, but they've got to get through these super minions first.
Yeah, he's going to charge his way through with the poison onto those super minions, going to slow them down and going to be incredible value as this queen can continue the charge here. That king taking all this value, does drop a balloon onto that wizard tower. Maybe you can help grab and take that down. Yeah, the ice golem even helps take it down right there. And then it's coming back off to the right. No, it's going to the cannon. Never mind here, but still has the Royal Champion to deploy.
Yeah, and the queen's still picking up some great value. He's got to be patient through this, and that's a bit of a killer for dragons. Dragons don't do patience because they are slow moving enough. So this queen, if he wants to see a triple, needs to get going. So the dragons come down, the Stone Slammer coming in. I like the position of the Stone Slammer because it's going to cut across just to the top side of the base and potentially do some good tanking, or maybe not, but at least lend itself for that split up coming into the scatter shot chamber on the outer edge.
The beautiful thing is he popped that warden ability. Not only did it protect the dragons, but it even protected the queen. She's now looping in with the dragons to help assist on this charge. What an incredible value from Tryhard pushing his way through. No more spells, but he's got a lot of dragons still alive. Now we need to take down the scatter shot that's on top. The World Champion's taking down the air defense. Pops the RC ability, taking these defenses down. Oh, the scatter shot took that queen down.
Oh, that queen did so much work. That scatter shot still has not gone down. These dragons have not quite made their way in yet, still taking on the heat, but they are heavy hitting. They can take it, but not for too long. So this is where we need to see the reinforcement of the dragons down here at the bottom side. The warden is full health. We can potentially see this get done, but it's the time factor we are talking about again here.
Yeah, he's got 3 dragons moving into the Expo and Scatter. Let's see the health. They're not too much health here, but I'm thinking this should be enough here. Take down this Air Expo. Gonna now the Warden can at least help grab the Scatter if he goes straight to it next. He does, and this Scatter is gonna go down and try hard. The Warden coming in clutch for the 3-star, and we are seeing a perfect war coming in from MCES here into the elimination match. Wow, they got the revenge against Nova Esports.
Wow, and there you have it, the first perfect war of the 6th qualifier. Congratulations to MCES. They definitely deserve that. What an incredible performance. Each qualifier just seems to be getting more and more intense as we approach the World Finals. I mean, they got ahead of their opponents with a spectacular display of in-game knowledge and some absolutely incredible attacks here. We're going to check out some of these stats right now. Look at that. 15 stars on the board, 100% destruction average, and Nova Esports with